Okay, cool. Okay, so before I will proceed, just a moment, let me tell you, I mean, a little. So this was our yesterday project, okay? I will
Yes.
justly, so for example, I need to share directly from IntelliJ ID. I will simply enable version control from here, enable Git. Okay, it's all enabled. And then I will go to Git, GitHub, share project on GitHub. Okay, this is the repository name, origin, description, like.
Okay.
Okay, so I will also put in private, share. Repository name, repos.
Repository should know a space.
Yeah, it should take the name in small letter, repository name, and separate with hyphen and write first tab. Okay. I'm making the initial commit, simply selected it all.
Yes.
Add to project, but the initial push was failed. Okay, just a moment. Give me a moment. Public key. Okay, I think I just add from the here. I have a token. I think I will set up later on. I will create branches lesson by lesson. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
So, okay, let me create. Think this is the master branch. So this was yesterday. I will create lesson
Lesson 2.
lesson 1 and then lesson 2. Yeah, and then today lesson 2. Okay. Okay, it's lesson 2. Okay, now we are in lesson 2. Okay, so it's just a moment. We are in activity main in the design. This was the test with the, linear layout. This was horizontal. Let me copy another layout just for the testing. I'm simply copy and pasting. So I will tell this name, maybe it's relative layout. Relative layout. Cool. Cool. I will clear the things. Okay. Now, first of all, I will simply also clear this. Go to design. Just put get relative layout from here. Now currently it is empty, relative layout. Why it's not adding thing? Okay, we can do from here. Just click relative or ELA and it will give you the option. And let me remove other attributes. Okay. So this is simply an initial relative layout container. Okay. So
Yeah.
in linear layout, we can either align, we can either align or organize our child in horizontal direction or vertical direction. Okay. But in relative layout, I mean, all the childs are, I mean, relative to one, I mean, relative to the roots and relative to each other. Okay. There is no orientation horizontal or vertical. Okay. If our requirement is like, I need to organize the things in horizontal way, I will choose linear layout. If I have the requirement to organize in vertical way, I will choose linear layout vertical. If I have some complex layout, I need to make some decision. Maybe some button is here, some is here, some is here. I mean, all the corners have buttons. Then I need to choose relative layout. Okay.
Mm.
So for example, I have 4 buttons. This button. Okay. I'm just dragging and taking buttons. See, I have 4 buttons. You can see by default, they are placing at the same place. But inside leaving out, it was arranging. Now they are placing at the same place. Okay. So we will set like just a moment. So relative layout, I'm setting the width match parent and setting the width height match parent. Okay. Okay. So by default, it will be inside, I mean, one over another. Now, first of all, what should I do? I need to align the IDs. Button 1, button 2, button 3. This is important. Okay. Button 4. Now my requirement is I want to align one button in this corner and one button in this corner, one button in this corner and one button in this. Okay. So think of this is a parent. Okay. So this is a parent. So think of position. This is bottom left. This is bottom right. This is top left. This is
right.
top right.
Left.
Okay. So similar. So the button 1 should be align parent top left. Align parent top, align parent top true. So first it should stick to the top and then align parent left. Align parent left true. So first button is here.
Okay.
So there are two. I mean, the old APIs use parent left, the new APIs use align parent start. They are giving you warning. Okay. So we should use start instead of left. Okay. Both will work, but the old one is not working in the latest API. So we should use align parent start instead of left. Okay. Now the second button, it should also stick to the top and stick to the right. So top and right. So it will be align
parent top true.
Top true and then align parent right. Instead of right, we should use end. Align parent end true. See.
Parent and
Okay, one over here, one over here. Okay. Now the third, it's your call. It should align parent bottom true. Align parent bottom. It's true. And then align parent start.
True.
Exactly. Align parent start. Okay. And the fourth one is align parent bottom and align parent right. End. Align parent true. Here we go. See.
Yes.
It's a direction. Now, first of all, I need to name it. So button 1. I'm using hard coded just for the testing. Okay.
Yes.
Button 3. Button 4. Okay. Now I want another button, button 5. that should place in center. Okay.
In the center,
How?
yeah.
So I will get this. It's come over here. See, by default, it's in the top right, top left.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will, this is the new button. I will copy this. Also, I mean, it should place in the nice way, like Control X. It should place at the end. Maybe in the center, maybe we can. This is not
Yes.
required, but to manage the code in a good way, we should write in
Yeah.
a right direction. Button 5 and button 5. Okay. So in linear layout, there's a layout gravity. Okay. But in relative layout, there is a center in parent. Center in, there is two things. Then center horizontal. If I do center horizontal true, it will come over here. Okay. Center by default over here. If I use center vertical, it will vertically true over here. Okay. And if I will use center and parent, it will both from vertical and center and parent. See. Okay. So this is a generic relative layout. So now my requirement is I want to use text over here and here. How I will manage?
In the right and the left, left
Yeah, in the
button
part,
5.
yeah, in right and in the left. Okay. So for example, I'm getting text. First of all, I need to come over here. Yes, text. I will name it maybe TV left text. Okay. So it should be in the right of, it should be in the left of button 5. Okay. So first of all, it should be center vertical. Come over here. Okay, center vertical. Center vertical, true. Okay, it will come over here. Need to some text size. So maybe I will give 18 dp. Sort of style should be font bold. Text style. It's italic, bold. Okay. And okay, and text color, maybe we can say by default black, and I can use any I can use color black. Yeah, black. Okay. I will name it left text. Okay. Now I want this to the right left of the button 5. Okay.
Yeah.
So I align. Sorry, to right of, to left of, and I will give the ID plus the first one. ID button 5.
Button 5, yes.
See. Okay. And now I will give a margin right to text, margin right. Okay. If I will give margin, it will give from all side. If I want to give in a specific direction, I will give margin and maybe 16 dp. Good. Okay. Now I will use right and you will help me. Okay. So this is text. This is right text. TV right text. Okay. So first of all, I need attributes. So it should be right.
Center, yeah.
Yeah.
Right
Okay.
text.
So it should be center vertical.
Center vertical.
Yeah, vertical true. And then it should be to right of.
Right off.
have to
Yes.
write off which
Button 5.
button 5. Button 5, and we will give some margin and should be
Margin
16.
end, this is related to left or right? End.
Right. Start is left, end is right. Okay, but we should give a left, a start, not end. Margin start. Okay, and it should be bold, and I will just copy these attributes from it. So text size, maybe 18 dp. Okay, and text color should be black. Okay, it should be bold also. So bold for text, style bold. See, I align the things according to request. So in the relative layout, we can set the views from one view to another view with respect to button 1, with respect to button 5. It's all requirements. So for example, I have the requirement, I need to put 2 username and password field over here. Okay, edit text. So for example, I will give plain text. Okay, so this plain text by default come over here. I need below to the button 1. Below to the button 1. First of all, I need to name it. Edit text for ET. Edit text, and it should be username. Great. Okay, so it should be make it text instead of hint. Placeholder hint.
Yeah.
Okay, I will give user enter username. Okay, so input type like text, number, it should be text, simple text, maybe.
Yes.
Okay, so username, so it should be below than 1. Right below, below, layout below, ID of button 1. See, now I will give some margin from top. Margin top, maybe 18 dB. Okay, now I want in center. Okay, so what should we center? Center horizontal.
Center horizontal.
Okay, now I want width should be match parent. Okay, so width should be MA, match parent. Okay, now I want a margin from left side and right side. I will give margin start should be 16 and margin end should be 16. See?
Yes.
Okay, now I will add password field and you will guide me. Okay, I want a password field below this edit text field. Okay, so similarly I will get another plain, maybe password field. Maybe I can use same field and just put input type password. Okay, so password, edit text password. First of all, I will name is ed password. Okay, and then you will guide me. Okay, so it should be below the ET username. Okay, so what will be below? You are following, right?
Yeah, ID, edit username.
is et username. Okay, and we need hint, 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 enter your password. Okay,
Margin.
I need some margin top 16 BP, and we also need a width
Margin
should be
start.
matched, width should be match parent, and margin start should be 16, and margin end should be 16 dB.
Yes.
See, now our layout is going, I mean, enrich and enrich. And now if I want to check on many devices, here we go. I will select different devices. Maybe I will select a tablet. Okay, see, in the tablet layout is didn't disturbed. Same way we just placed over there. And just a moment, let me go to some another screen phone. So let me, I can choose this. I will check the portrait. See, different devices. Let me check on some this device. Okay, fine. Also, if I want to check, there is a layout validator. It will show like exactly difference. Okay.
Layout validation shows.
I mean, layout validation show all. I mean, if we have a layout for Arabic,
So in case of
English,
right to left layout, how can we
exactly.
apply to all the? We apply to relative layout.
Actually, some layout auto sport, RTL sport, change layout. True.
Chain use.
I mean, right now this is English. Okay. So, I mean, the constraint layout and relative layout sport, but there is a flag, just we put like chain right to left. True. Okay.
But still not change. I mean,
Ac-
I
Actually,
mean,
this is in English. Left to right. Just a moment. Left to.
sh 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 maybe this.
No. It's not a rep content. Actually, in constraint layout, that's managed automatically. Okay. But in relative layout, there's a flag. Guidelines use RTL. Change RTL. Okay. I believe, but this not change because this is in English. We are using the same layout. We didn't make another layout for Arabic. For if we want to support the Arabic, okay, but I will check this. But if we want to support, I mean, many version. So for example, if I want to support for the Arabic and tablet, so we can also use different layouts. So for example, this is the layout for the portrait, and I want to use a landscape layout. So maybe I will come over here, create landscape qualifier maybe. It will create another layout. You see, now we have two layout in the layout folder. See, relative layout two, one for portrait and one for landscape. Okay, so for example, in the landscape, I want this button in the center. Maybe this button.
Maybe the if we change if you go to
Center.
design.
A few changes, yes. Yeah. So this is, you can see, this is landscape in center. This is in this way. Now, if someone used my application on the tablet, it will show over here like this.
What about
If
the
someone used,
default ENUS? This is related to this one. Should I change default English ENUS in the top?
yeah, sorry, I didn't get it.
Should I change the default in the same
No,
on
yeah,
the right first?
yes.
Um,
It's changing, but like we are using the same layout, but if we will provide the translation, so also, I mean, we will try this thing later on. I mean, I will also check for the relative layout how we can use RTL sport for the relative layout. Okay, and I will tell you. Okay, don't worry. Just a moment. Yeah. So layout validator, where it is. Okay. So I think, for example, I have different devices, V24, V70. I can also add multiple layouts for the same screen. So it will pick automatically by mobile configuration. Okay. So this
yeah.
is so for relative layout, obviously a lot of things in the relative layout, but this is a pretty much simpler. You can also try more, and even you need to try complex layout with a relative layout. Okay. I mean, this is, I just give you the basic understanding of relative layout. Now I think I need to move to the constraint layout. Just a moment. Constraint layout. I will add another layout, XML, layout XML. Constraint layout. Okay, so for example, in the main activity, if you want to show by running the app, okay, so you can just change this. Okay, but right now your layout is not containing button login and button register. I mean the relative layout. It will give you a null point exception.
Yeah.
That's why. Otherwise, I mean, the layout thing should be according to this. Otherwise, if you will use another layout here and it will use this, it will throw null pointer exception at runtime.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the constraint layout. So we will develop this. Just a moment. But before going to this, I think you need to understand the basic of constraint layout. Okay. So first
Okay.
of all, I will convert. I mean, I created a layout. I will convert this to constraint layout. I can do from here as well. Convert layout to constraint layout. Okay. Now it's converted automatically, and I will name it maybe constraint. This is very important. I mean, right now I'm using in all my views in constraint layout. I'm not using linear layout and relative layout because constraint layout do the job of relative layout as well as for linear layout as well as for the frame layout, all the things.
Mm,
But why I gave you a lecture on that, you need to have some basics of that as well. Otherwise, you
yes.
will.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so this is neat and clean constraint layout. Okay, so in the constraint layout, basically we can make relationship by dragging and drop and by setting. Okay, by just dragging and drop. But in relative layout, there is no flexibility of dragging. We need to set the layout with the help of code. Okay,
Mm,
but similarly in linear layout, we need to have set the layout. Also, I'm doing the constraint layout with the code, but it also have flexibility to move the views from one point to another point by the help of constraints. Okay, also it's I mean, it's do the job of every layout and it's responsible for flat hierarchy. Okay, so for example, I want to build a same relative layout, this one with constraint layout. Okay, or I want to use some arrange children in vertically or horizontally. For example, first I will do the job for the linear layout. I will take one button, I will take another button, I will take another button. Okay, so for example, I want to arrange linear or in the horizontal way. Okay, that's it. Okay, but this is giving you error because we just didn't set the constraint. So it will go to different devices and like randomly arrange. So we need to provide constraint. So I want to align horizontally. So there is a chaining option. I will select this, control this, control this. Okay, right click, change, create horizontal chain. It will auto select. See? Okay, now I want to on the top. I will simply select this. Here I go. Here I go. Here I go. Okay. It's simple. It's simple with the help of UI. I may make it in 1 minute, less than 1 minute. See, it's interesting, right? So now I want 3 buttons over here. How I will do? I will take one button, another button, another button. Okay. So first of all, I will constrain down, down, down. Now I want to chain in horizontal. One, I will select one command, control third. Right click, chain, horizontal. See, it's nice. So this can do the job of linear layout horizontal. Okay. And now I want to move. Also, it's maintained hierarchy in flat. There is no nested. Okay. Even some way around we need nested as well in some cases, but mostly it's remove the nested layout to the flat hierarchy. Okay. So for example, I want to arrange 3 things in a vertical direction. I will simply 2, 3. Okay. So now I don't want chaining. I want manually. So this should be below this, and it should be from margin 32. Okay. And it should be left to right. This and this. Okay. And if I want to move left, I can move from here. Left, right, in center.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So for example, I want to click here. I will make dependent this. Okay, make dependent this. Okay, so this should be 32, and this should be also top margin 32. Okay, so this should be also we can make the here. But now you can see it's arranged 159, 150. This is hard coded. You just need to set 0. So it will place the center. Otherwise, it will use hard use. Okay. So for example, I'm clicking this and I want to set in the left direction from here and from here. If I do from here, okay, if I do from here, it will put the hard coded values. I will set 0 center. Nice. I mean, this is a nice arrangement of views with the help of constraint layout. Okay. Also, it's generating code, a lot of things. See? So with the help of constraint layout, we can build layout in a very fast way. Very fast way. Okay. So I mean, a lot of things in constraint layout. I mean, there is a chaining, there is a guideline, there is, aspect ratio, a lot of things. But this is just a demo. This is just a demo. Okay. So if you have any question so far, okay. So for example, this do the job of linear layout horizontally. This do the job of horizontal vertical layout. And even for example, I want to design this layout in constraint. Okay. So I will need to simply take 4 buttons and one set over here, one set over here. Just a moment. I will creating another layout, test layout. constraint relative example. For example, relative and constraint layout. I'm giving just name for later on you can use. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so this is relative and constraint. I will delete all views maybe. Okay, now I want to design. I will simply take 4 button, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so one I want top left, one I want top right,
Right.
one I want bottom start. Okay, one I want bottom end, one I want in center. Okay, so top, below, top, left,
Mm.
right. Interesting.
Yeah,
In
very.
less than 1 minute.
So we can apply margin also.
Yeah, obviously. So I want to do some margin. Yeah, 32. It will take 32 from the top. Okay. Also, I will give some 16 from the down. Also, okay. Now it's taking wrap content width and height. If I have a requirement to match parent. So in constraint layout there is a match constraint rather than match parent. So 0 dp mean match constraint. So if I will give you a width match constraint, it will take the whole width. And give the margin 16. Okay, cool. If I want the height match constraint, it will take the full height. Match constraint I mean from where the relation begin and end, it will get the whole width or height. See, whole width. So I will give the wrap content. This is just I'm telling you for based on requirement. Okay. So let me go to the wrap content
Very
again.
nice. This is very nice and يعني you know you
Fast.
can do a lot complex layout, complex with
Exactly.
the,
Exactly.
yeah.
So that's why. So for example, the next thing in the relative layout, I want to left, right. So this was very difficult in relative layout. First I need to take, then center, then left to this, take a lot of time. Okay. I will simply take two text, 1, 2. It's very simple. I mean, simply attach here and it should be center. Attach below and attach bottom and margin I will give from here. See, okay. And now same, if I want to read right, but bottom, top, here and give some margin from here. That's it. Okay. Okay.
Very
So
nice.
the next thing is a relative layout. I mean, I want two field. Here I set the two field in a very difficult way. Okay. So in constraint layout, I will simply take two fields, plain text, 1, and the second field passport. Here it is. Okay. I will simply make the relationship from bottom to this one. Take some margin from top, this one. Okay. And it should be device dependent. So I will write here and write here. Okay. It should give the width of the device. It should be match constraint. Okay. And it should be from the top start and end margin. Okay. 16 dp here, 16 dp here. That's it. Okay. The another I will bottom the relationship, make 16. Similarly, from here, make 0, width here, and then I will give margin 16 here, 16 here. I will give the hint. Also in constraints, you can also drag and drop and code. I'm doing from both, from code and from, see,
Yeah.
relative. This is a simply same thing in relative layout.
Yeah.
Nice. I think you like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Very simple.
Very simple. So this is all about a constraint layout. So if you have any question, you can ask. But I mean, I want to design this with the
So,
help of
one a question, please. In a new mobile application, must we use constraint layout? Huh?
no. Even in the new devices, we can use relative and linear, but constraint layout is recommended.
Recommended,
Okay.
huh?
Because it have a fast rendering. It have removed the nested layout rendering. Okay.
Yeah.
Before we were using relative layout and linear layout, and we were putting a lot of views, and at the runtime our views were very slow, and hence our application was very slow. Okay. Now constraint, even it save development time, also it save rendering time, it also improve the performance. Got it?
Yes, yes. We
Okay.
can also create a complex layout using constraint layout.
Exactly. So that's why I will do this. I will do this, but this will take a pretty much time, maybe 20 to 30 minutes. If you allow, I will do now.
Yes, yes,
If you
yes. It is very important. Yes.
okay, great. Okay, so just a moment, where it is, downloads. Okay, here it's a workshop. I have collected all the assets we will use in this layout. Okay, but we will build this. Okay. Okay, so first of all, I need to, I mean, copy and paste these header image, poster image in my layout. There is different way of adding GPG and PNG and SVG. Okay, for JPG and PNG, we can simply copy and paste. Copy and simply go to the drawable folder, right click, paste in drawable. This is the default one. That's it. Okay, and for the
So
SVG,
we will put the image inside
yeah, we
drawable.
will, yeah, drawables, in the drawables. Okay.
Header. This is called header. Where is the header?
I
Can
mean
you show?
header,
Ah,
this is poster.
oh.
I will just copy and paste the images. I already collected, prepared it. Okay.
So you have already cut all these small from the
Yeah,
main
yeah.
picture.
Actually, I prepared this workshop. I got this workshop from somewhere. I just want to teach you this workshop because this is very important. When I
Yeah,
start development, I use this workshop. That's why I will teach you same.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
When I used to work, start with the constraint layout, I get this workshop, and now I'm delivering you. Just a minute. HP data. Okay, so these are the JPG images. Okay, and for the vector and XML, I will also write. I see bookmark. Okay, there is XML bookmark. Tomato. There's a tomato PNG. Just copy paste.
So this is the same we can do with the Figma or XD Adobe.
Yeah, actually for the Figma, there's a little bit difference. I mean, for example, I have some design over here. Maybe this is a Figma. So once designer is done, they will share the link with us. Okay. So for example, this is the layout. We simply zoom in and zoom out. So for example, I need this image. I'm just extracting from here. So for example, I need this image. Okay. I will select this image and I will select export. I need a format PNG, JPG. So for example, PNG, I will click this. So this is downloaded and I will use this, copy and paste in my project and use this. Okay, but I will teach you later on this
Yes,
thing.
yes.
Okay.
So we will cover later Figma. Figma
Yeah,
is
we will
very
cover.
important
Right
how
now
to
we
use.
are focused. Yeah, right now we are focusing on the constraint layout. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, just a moment. This is a vector. Yeah. Okay. I smoke. Okay. By the way, I created two images. I will name it in the layout. Layout name is new XML layout XML file. I will do demo constraint layout.
Yeah.
I'm using these name for you. Don't confuse. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Don't demo constraint layout. Okay. So first of all, I'll convert this to constraint layout. Maybe I said root. Maybe say parent. Okay. Okay. So where is our image? Required image. I need to open somewhere. Okay. So this is our image. Okay. So first I need to place the header. Okay. I need to header is the image view. I will write select image view, come over here, select my image header. Here it is.
Yes.
Okay. Here it is come. I just need to place. Okay. So head, I will top. I will give 0, give 0. Okay. Now there are two things. There is a scale type. Center inside.
What does it mean, scale time, this one?
I mean, this is just a minute. Fit XY. It's filling the space. It's filling the space, whole space. Okay. Otherwise, the default image is, I mean, if I remove this,
But maybe a resolution different or
yeah, yeah, it's maybe a resolution different. Okay, there was the option of layout constraint ratio 16 ratio 9. Okay, so I think this is taking space. So for example, we will give some height, maybe 200 dp, 200 dp, and maybe 250 dp. I'm just setting 230. Okay, I just place the height, I mean height of the image 230, and give the aspect ratio 16:9. Okay,
This
so
is ra-
this is a trial and
ratio.
error. Sorry,
Ratio. What does it mean? Ratio between the width
aspect
and
ratio.
height?
I mean, it will. I mean, if we will not use this. So, for example, I will remove this. Just a minute. It will not even impact. Okay. So, but uh, some images are too big, like this one.
Mm,
Okay, we need to
mm,
set the aspect ratio from like from one end 16, from other end 9. Okay, so right now I just adjust with the height. Okay, so don't confuse with aspect ratio for now. I will talk more about this thing later on, but just consider the height. I will just set the height. Also, I'm setting scale type. I mean, if it's showing some white spaces, we can choose like center crop. See, center crop is just fill the spaces. Okay,
mm.
if I will remove this, see, you can see some spaces side by side. Okay,
Yeah.
just a minute. If I use scale type, it center crop, it will fill the whole screen.
Mm,
Okay, so this is the first thing. And then there is another image view. There is another image view. Here it is. That is a poster. See, this is a very big image. Okay, so first we need to set width and height of this image. Maybe we can think of width should be maybe 200 dB and height should be 150. No, it should be 150. I'm just giving you hard coded just for the demo purpose. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so this is also taking some space. See, from
Mm,
here I will just center crop, scale type, center crop, just fill the space. Okay,
yes.
now I want to show over here in the center of here. I will select this. Okay, if I want to flip over here, I will pick from here again and set again here. See,
Mm,
okay,
mm,
and then I will set from here and give some margin from here. See,
mm.
looking nice.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, nice.
It's it's pretty simple.
Yeah, yeah.
This this is a Play Store thing. Okay. Now the next thing is the text, Beauty and the Beast. Okay, I will use text view. Okay, simply I will write the name. Text view is Beauty and Beast, and I will text size some maybe 22 dp and text color black, and it should be style should be bold. Sorry, font text style should be bold. See, okay. Now I align this to this. Oh, sorry. I will pick from here and here. Okay. Where it is, where it is. beauty and the beast. And the beast. Okay, so I will just already mention here, and it should be below this, and it should be from 24 dp top, and you should be similarly small. Okay, I will also give you from here, and I will give some margin from here and here. Now it's taking white space, that's why it's not moving to the next screen. I will just make the mesh constraint. See,
Yes.
okay. So if I will move, I will just make the relationship with this, and from device end, and just make it wrap content to match constraint. It auto, with the help of match constraint, whenever it will find like the ending of the device, it will auto move to the next line.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Until now, things are clear, right?
Yes, it is clear.
Okay. Then we need an image over here. Okay. It's a bookmark image. So let me, if we want to add vector image, vector, because this is the vector. Okay. But it's already XML file. We just copy and paste. It's need color. It's need a color accent. Okay. I just right click. Sorry, I will go to the color file. I will give some this color, maybe purple 200. Okay. This is a vector. This is already I collected. I will let you know. I mean, this is I make from the SVG. I will let you know how I can make from the SVG. Okay. These are the SVG. SVG also coming. Okay. Just a moment. Now, this is showing in the design, in our design. It should bookmark show over here. Okay. I think we should minimum width and height because of maybe 120, and height should be 180 maybe. You are following well, right? Okay, I will put image again here and select my bookmark here, here. See, I want to put front of this. Okay. Set from here. Also to the bottom of image. It should be the bottom of image as well. Okay. Then it should from 16 dp from here and 16 dp from here. Okay. Now just a moment. Now this should be to left of this bookmark, not with the parent, right? I'm making relationship from here. Okay, previously it was with this. I just pick and I mean previously from here. Okay. Now I just pick from there to here and give some margin 16. See? Okay. You are following, right?
Yeah. But right, okay. Hello? Did you? Hello? Hello?
have a question? Hello,
Hello?
hello. Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Because I forgot your sound is gone. Uh, so you reduced the size of font or what?
No, I didn't reduce. I simply, so for example, this was previously here, and this was here previously, okay? I, I simply make this image. I mean, previously it was here. I
Yes.
make, depend to the device here. I will give the 16 dp. Okay. Now it should below to the image. I will also give 16 dp. Okay. Now I want this text should be the right of this bookmark icon.
Left
Okay.
or right? Left.
Yeah. So I will just, I can also from here and also will do from the code. Right now this is to the parent. See, this constraint start to the end constraint end to the end of parent, but I want this end
Mhm.
to the start of bookmark. I can also do end to the start of, what is the name ID of this image view 3, and to the start of image view 3. I can make from code. Also I can make from here. Previously it was here. I can just pick from here to make a relationship from here. And I will give
Mm.
some margin from 16. It will auto adjust.
Mm.
Okay. Then next is a, a date, March 27, 129, and so on. Okay. I will get again text. See, I will align from here, align to here, and make a constraint with the bottom and give some 16,
Mm.
and give the match constraint so that it will get the full width. See, and I will
Yes.
give the value like March 26, Sunday. Okay, I will give minimum margin 8. See,
Mm.
okay. Right now I'm not using the exact font. If I will use the exact font, it will
Yeah, yeah.
exact. You got
Yeah.
it? I'm just placing the things and just understanding you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Now I need two buttons, 1 and 2. Okay. One here and one is here. Okay. So both should be. Okay. Now I'm giving you a very important concept. Okay. Okay. So right now you can see this text is below than image, but in some devices, maybe, some bigger devices, this text go upward, in the straight line, and this height should be should be greater than this. So for example,
Mm.
right now you can see this text is below 1. Okay. But in tablet maybe, so for this type of layout we need to a different use case for the, just a moment, image constraint. Okay, sorry, it was 230, I believe. Okay, so actually I was telling you, I mean, for this type of layout, we need to define a different layout for the tablet and for the portrait. Okay, so just a moment, let me show you in the portrait where it is, where it is. Yeah, that's for center crop. It should be scale type fit XY. Actually, it was because of aspect ratio, because 16:9 is just for mobile, not for tablet. Okay, 16:9 just for mobile, because 16:9 is not for tablet. Tablet is bigger than mobile. Okay, moment. Portrait. Okay. So my concern was, like, in some devices, this was the below image. In some devices, this was a text in below. Okay. So we are not sure we should constrain with this text or with this image. Okay. Because maybe it's up in some devices and maybe it's down in some devices. Okay. So we have a control that's managed automatically. So we have a helper that is helper that is a barrier. Now we need horizontal barrier where we can put the two images, and we can just make dependent to it, so that we can just constrain the button to the barrier. So even in some layout, this is down, so barrier adjusts the button automatically. If this is down, barrier adjusts the button automatically. So for example, I need to add the barrier, horizontal barrier. Okay, this is. Then I need to put the views in the barrier, this one and this one. Okay, I select this, I will just drag and drop into it. We just need to remove this. Okay. Now yes. Now it's sorry.
The barrier.
Now it is sorry.
Why you put image view 2 and text view 4 under the barrier?
Yeah, because uh, I'm telling you the concept. Like, just I make add two things, image view and text view in the barrier. Now I need to position the barrier to the bottom. Now it is showing in top, now it is bottom. You can see there is a line in dotted line. Okay. Now, I mean, if I will remove this, for example, it will take the height of this image. If I will use this text as well, it will take the height of this text view. So whenever I will put inside this barrier, it will take adjust accordingly. Okay, so I need to add a button, I mean, dependent to this barrier, not to the image or text view. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so for example, constraint top to the bottom, not of text view, it should be bottom of barrier. It's barrier 2, I believe. Okay. And so for example, right now, this is the button. If the height of image is increased, maybe 280. See, button adjusts automatically down. Okay, so if this text is increases, just a moment. Maybe this text is increases.
Mm.
See, button is dependent down to this text. Okay,
Mm.
so this is the benefit of barrier.
Mm.
Maybe you are not following very well because this little concept is
Yeah, it is
see,
okay. Okay, no problem. Yeah, I understand this one, but we need the practice for this one. Okay,
exactly,
baby.
practice. So the main thing is just to understand you. The the benefit of barrier is, I mean, if we have two views and I am not sure I need to constrain to bottom of text view or image view. At runtime, maybe image view height is different and text is different. Okay, so I don't know. So in order to avoid this situation, we will put the image and text view into the barrier and make the button to the constraint of down to the barrier, not for the image and not for the text view. Okay, but you will
Yes.
learn about barrier just a moment more. uh, Let me, okay. Button. Okay, now I will give some 32. I will also give 32 and control command chain horizontally. Okay, now I want to get a full width. I will make this one. For this also I need full width, this one. Now I need a margin from start and from end, also from end. See,
Mm. Yes.
rent from R299 and buy from. Okay, see,
Mm.
okay. Then we have a line in this button. Okay, I will just
Barrier, it is not line, just in the design view. Okay.
yeah, just in the design, just in the
Mm.
design, just to have a just to control the dynamic
Mm.
height of, I mean, if we have two or three views and we are not sure from where to constrain with, then we use barrier. Even, I mean, you are a beginner, you can't use barriers, you just make the constraint with the text view, it will work.
Yeah, yeah.
But I am telling because you have experience, you are experienced guy, so in order to make good
Yeah.
things, so all the things should keep in mind. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Then after this, we have a divider, horizontal divider. Okay, I will just down here. Okay, make start, make end, give some 24 and 24, the top bottom 24. See, and it should be, I mean, from here and here. I mean, maybe we can start, oh, sorry, maybe we can start from here and, oh, sorry, here and match constant.
Mm.
See, I just
Yes.
take horizontal divider and I shift constraint from this button. Sorry, it should be from this button, and here it should be from here. and then just make constraint. Don't use hard code values. Always use match constraint or wrap content or something. Okay. Sometimes we need hard coded values, but it's, I mean, to avoid this, in order to make a responsive views, we use, I mean, dynamic values.
Yeah.
Okay. Until now, all things are pretty good. Then we have 4 buttons. Okay, floating buttons maybe. Okay. So for example, I've used floating. Yeah. Okay. I will take 4 button. I will copy paste. Control C V. I just take 4 button. Copy paste. Okay.
Yes.
And I want to horizontally arrange. I will select Control All 1, 3, 4. Right click, chain, horizontal chain. C. Okay. Then I want to depend this. Okay. And it should be 10. Right now, top align with this. This also top align with this. I mean, I'm designing in this way. You can also design in your own way.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So why I dependent make to this top? So for example, if I will give margin to this, all will set automatically. If I will do to all to this bottom, I need to make all margin again and again. I just make dependent to one and just rely on this. See? Okay. I think we are close to our design, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we have a text. I'm saving the time. I'm not using the exact color. Just I'm giving you the concept. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So text, 4 text. Okay. 1 text, 2 text, 3 text, 4 text. Okay. So it should be in center of this. So it should be here. Oh my God. Should be here. It should be here. And it should be center. So stop from 16. Okay. Similarly, it should be here. It should be here. And it should be here. 16. Similarly, it should be here. You are following, right?
Yes.
It's very interesting. Constraint level is very interesting.
So
Here.
all your mobile application you develop in a constraint layout?
Yeah, right. Right now, all the things are doing in constraint layout. Okay, but okay. Sometime where the complex layout come and a lot of things, then I will use linear layout sometime, but more oftenly I'm using this constraint layout. Okay. Then we have a divider again, and then text. I will copy this, Control C, Control V, and drag down this. So instead of this relationship, I will make to this and give some. See?
Yes.
Okay. Then again, I need text view. Here it is 16, left align, right 0, should be 16 from start, 16 from end, match constraint. Okay. And then I will add some lorem spam. See, I'm not using the exact color, but our layouts now
Yes, yes.
looking just for the demo purpose. Okay, so here it is. I think this is enough for your today class.
Yes, yes. I need to review this one. Yeah, very nice one.
So I will send you the things of workshop. So you should try at your site. Okay. By the way, there is another, just a moment. You can also follow this YouTube. There is a Rebecca constant layout. Okay. It also developed the same layout. I learned from here when I started. It was in 5 years ago. Okay. It is also explained the same thing. I'm sending you a link.
So a lot of people.
Okay.
Yes.
Where it is. Okay, you will follow also that. And I believe we should stop recording from where I can.
Yeah, same menu. Press escape.